Another special guest that we have straight from South Dakota, Kirby Voorhees.
Kirby Voorhees.
Welcome. But for those of you who don't know, Kirby was a running back for us at Steinbrenner High School. In fact, trivial, Kirby is only one of 2 1,000-yard rushers for us at the high school. But how you been doing? When did you get back?
I got back on Wednesday at 1 a.m.
Okay, and freshman at South Dakota State, playing football up there. Tell us, for one,
What is it like being a jackrabbit? Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of things that are very similar to Steinbrenner, the way that they run the program.
Mhm.
Well, for starters, I didn't even know. I didn't know that a lot of people use periods for practices. I thought it was Steinbrenner, but like apparently a lot of people use that.
Yeah, I think like everybody uses
Yeah.
it, so.
And then the head coach, the head coach is like, he's a really good coach. It's kind of hard to tell his emotions.
Yeah.
But like, he gets the job done, so that's what matters.
Yeah, and true freshman stepping away from football. True freshman, first time you've lived away from home. And I mean, this is a full extreme from Florida to South Dakota. What is it like living in South Dakota? I mean, what town is South Dakota State in?
It's in Brookings, South
Okay.
Dakota, it's about the same size as Lutz
Okay, ooh, the whole town?
the whole time.
So does the whole town, like a lot of college towns, does everything revolve around the
Yeah.
college?
Yeah, it does. The problem is like, there's a lot more to do here, and there's a lot more like things around Lutz.
Yeah,
And like in Brookings, there's just Brookings,
yeah.
and there's nothing around it. There's nothing to do. It's heavily old person populated town.
So what's it like going from being like a big fish in, small area like Lutz, and then you get up into college where everything's bigger and faster, everyone's stronger, and now you're kind of thrusted back on the bottom of the food chain, and you're having to fight your way back up.
Well, I'll say that it was what I expected coming from high school to college, but I mean, it helped that like I kind of had to grind for everything in high school, and so like the grind kind of stayed with me through college. The hardest part about like going from the top to the bottom is like you have to grind, and you have to grind like you don't know what the future is, So you're grinding for no initial recognition.
That if you just push for the sake of pushing, without looking for the end result, then you're gonna end up exactly where you're supposed to be when you're supposed to be there, right? I remember your very first carry with us. We talked about it on the show. And that first carry result was a touchdown, like 60-yard touchdown. And immediately we knew, because we're your coaches, that like this guy's gonna do something. Because he always played, and if you watch, golly, I should have put up some of the highlights of Kirby. Some of Kirby's best highlights aren't even him running the football. It's when he's blocking. He absolutely annihilates everybody that's in his path.
Draymond Green
Stuff, which is last week. We saw that. Wear a cup. But being up there now at South Dakota State, now tell me, playing in that group of guys, is it the same? Does it have the same feel as the guys at Steinbrenner?
So we got a new running back coach this year, and I think he's gonna get a great job at like kind of like creating this like brotherhood between these guys that have they're all new people I've never met.
Yeah.
Like a few of these guys at the top have been together for 4 years now.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, there's always a level of competitiveness throughout practice, but at the end of the day, they're all homies.
Yeah.
And we're all gonna chill together.
Which is good.
It's awesome.
Now, outside of football at South Dakota State, do guys, what is the culture like? Is it the same as Steinbrenner? Is it different? Is it better? Is it worse? What is the sentiment in a big college football program?
I think it really depends heavily on the leadership And so most of the guys that they're basically secondhand coaches.
Yeah.
They're these like 6 years, like half of our O line is captains, and then we have some captains on defense, and our starting running back's a captain, and like those people really lead the team when we're not doing like football.
Mhm.
So like it just when after a big win, when people go downtown, like those guys are always looking out for like the young people that are.
Awesome. Well, that's awesome. Downtown Brookings, I'm sure the one bar you guys go to.
So when you
Take us through.
before you do that, what day of camp were you like, screw this, I want to go home. This place sucks. Because it happens to everybody at some point during camp. Day 3.
It's weird, right?
Yeah.
You think, how humanly possible do these people do this? And why are they torturing us on purpose? Right? Take us through the first 3 days of how camp went for you.
All right, so we report at 6 a.m. That's when breakfast is, and then we don't get done until 9 at night.
Yep.
All right, and so first of all, I didn't know it could get that hot in South Dakota because I was expecting it to be like cold forever, but it was probably like 95
Ooh,
during fall camp, and like it was almost like practicing here,
yeah.
but it was just like so much fast tempo.
Yeah.
So like it was just like one thing after another to another. You're going to different places, different drills, different like working on like team and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so like, it was so fast paced compared to what we did here, and I thought this was fast paced, but it was wide eye opening.
Tell me how much collisions or how much contact did they put into camp before y'all got started?
Not much because we have a lot of veterans on our team. Next year will probably be a little bit more because we don't have people like going to the league right after. But yeah, so we only went live I think twice during fall camp.
Okay.
As a team.
Yeah. So tell us, going back to the original question, first game you dressed, first game you played, first touch of the football, take us through it.
All right, so first game I dressed and played was Western Oregon.
Okay.
The D2. So we were running mid zone, and I was tweaking in the backfield. You know, because I'm looking at this defense and I'm thinking, these are guys aren't wearing blue jerseys because I'm used to going against the practice. And I'm like, these guys are actually gonna hit me. And so I run mid zone and I hit the line. You know, we have our second or probably our third string line, you know, obviously not first string. And so, you know, I hit this wall, these guys right at the line of scrimmage, and I'm getting stood up. And in my opinion, it felt like ages for these guys to blow the whistle. But I'm getting stood up and I'm holding the ball and I'm just it gets stripped.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did you say the ball got stripped?
Yeah.
Oh no! Fumble?
Yeah. Our very first.
Recovered or no?
Yeah. It was recovered.
Okay.
Do you remember a couple times where Austin or myself would be like, through the first level, two hands on the ball?
I didn't even make it the first level. But
That was first scary ever.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. That's a great story. Okay.
My first.
we were playing our like in-state, not in-state, but North Dakota State, our rivals.
Yeah.
I was on kickoff and like I just planned on going down there and kind of just like smacking the first guy I saw. First couple plays, they fair catched them, and then they finally took it out of the end zone. And I'm running down and I see their starting linebacker. And I'm just running, I'm looking, trying not to get like sideswiped by someone. And we kind of just like meet eyes, and I'm just like, you're gonna have it. So I put my head down, I hit him on the left side of my head, hit him, my whole body goes numb. The guy runs right past me. And I get up and I'm trying to look around because I got a concussion at this point, but I'm looking around and I look around behind me he's like 40 yards down the field already.
Yeah. It's a totally different level. Do you remember, either of you? When I'm always a safety check guy, because I'm always the guy driving. He's always on the aux cord. So he's our DJ. I'm the driver, I'm the DD. Do you guys remember as a safety precaution?
The seatbelt
Full-
check?
The brake check. The brake check. That's it. You got it. I love doing it to the guys. I always go, hey, make sure everyone's got their seatbelts on. And just as we're pulling out of the parking lot.
And you tell them ahead of time, hey guys, make sure you buckle up. Make sure you buckle up. I'm gonna know if you're not.
And as we leave the Steinbrenner parking lot to that first light going on to Lutz Lake Fern, I probably brake check us like 17 times. So by the time we get on the road, they're already on their toes ready. Tell us what you're gonna major in. Tell us what your plans are. Are you going to jump into the portal like every other guy that we know that's in college football?
School wise, I think it's pretty like easy. I don't know. I feel like the class I took this year, or something I could have taken sophomore year.
Okay.
So that was nice. It might have been because like I was in boom boom classes,
Yeah.
but
Until your senior year, when you took the greatest teacher of all time.
yeah,
Yeah, what is your major?
I'm majoring in business economics.
And we actually haven't gotten to ask anyone this, but what's it like as a player? And you got all these guys around you, guys who have been together for a few years, and then some of them are just like, hey, I'm out. I'm gonna go test the water. Is it weird, or is it like just accepted in the player community? Like, how does that work? Do people get like frustrated, or?
It is accepted in like as in like college athletes, and so we had a running back that decided to enter the transfer portal like a month ago maybe, and he was actually the running back that hosted me on my official visit, and so that kind of hurt me because like he was a good
Mentor?
yeah, I enjoyed being around him, but his reason was because he thought that there was a better opportunity to play running back somewhere else. I mean, but I think it hurts the coaches more than it does the players. But another thing about South Dakota State is that South Dakota State, like for me, they came in at the very last second and offered me scholarship. It kind of creates an unsaid loyalty to them. So these guys aren't really going to transfer for no reason. You know what I'm saying? These guys really took a chance on them, and that loyalty is repaid by staying there all 4 years.
Ooh, that's an old school thought process because
I love that.
we-
Are there any just NIL deals you've heard from guys in your community at all that you're just like, dang, that's awesome?
Yeah, so there's a few people that have some NILs from Applebee's, some from Cubbies.
Applebee.
There's a
Good in the
few other
neighborhood.
people that have they have NILs from this one spa company, which
Okay.
is like great. They have like a cryo thing, and they have like spa tables and everything, and they usually go there before the games,
Yeah.
which makes a lot of sense to me. I don't know of any other companies that sponsor our guys. But
How big is our NIL deals at the FCS level? I mean, FBS level, no matter where you're at, because there is a lot more exposure on TV. Obviously the deals are gonna be a lot more prevalent. In the FCS level, I mean,
not big.
not big at all.
Not big at all. I mean, it's really just for us. I feel like it's just like our community. It's all places in our community that sponsor the football team.
Yep.
It's not like
National
Yeah.
corporations or any of that kind of stuff, so.
Do you love the playoff system?
I mean, I have no like contradictory thoughts about it because I mean I'm happy to be still playing football right now.
Absolutely. Nice.
But I mean it's long. Usually
That's Kirby.
be done with football right now, but
So, listen, how's your body holding up, speaking of?
I mean it's good. My knee started flaring up. Remember when I had
Yeah.
that burst of thing
Yeah.
exploded my knee?
Yeah.
It started flaring up a little.
Staying relatively healthy?
Yeah, I don't really do much.
Okay, well, they got you on special teams,
Uh,
kind of?
kinda, we got a new special teams coordinator this year and he's like really big into putting defensive players on special teams.
Gotcha. Well, listen, show them some of your high school film.
So
Thank you so much for joining us. How long are you in town for?
I'll leave on Tuesday.
Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you. Love you, buddy.
And we hope you bring home a national title, my
Yes,
friend.
national title. Let's
Go
do
get
this.
him.
Hey,
Jack Rabbit Hole.
Jack Rabbit, see you.